Alright guys, so quick overview of the day. So I got 5 Apex evals today. Let me just fix this real quick. So today I passed this one like by a ton. So if we go to today, big time, 3,530. I wasn't even trying to make that much. I just caught a really good candle on US 30 today, where it was just kind of a, I had hit like 990, 760, and a couple 155s, and then I just caught a good candle that just kind of spiked, But yeah, this was like 3 or 4 trades, but we got so anyways, this account's passed. So we go here. Alright, we're gonna go to, hold on, that was 54. So we're gonna go to 55. It's gonna go in order. This one's a loss of 6 or whatever. This was just up, and I was bullshitting, kind of fucked myself. So I'll be able to show you guys right here actually. So if you look, we were kind of just started over trading on this one because we were so low. Bow. And that's a perfect example of why you do not overtrade, because I had this count in the green. Yep, right here for 300 and some change. Yeah. Anyways, long story short, then I also had 2 accounts today that I had left the profit target on, and it eventually had came down because the market sold off today pretty hard. So anyways, these were all of my trades that I can show you guys. I could just break this all down for you real quick. So we have value area. So today when we broke the pre-market highs here on the 1 minute chart, I had jumped on US 30. I take the break. I don't wait for retests because it's not really, unless it's a little further into the morning, but right at the open, usually can get some good breakouts without the retest on US 30. As you can see here, this is where I hit my first couple of good trades when we hit the previous day's high right here. The last time we had the same thing. That's what that red line is. That same exact thing happened on Friday and Thursday. On Friday, we were a little bit inside of the previous day's value area, and we had same exact situation, broken pre-market highs and broken previous day's high and hit Thursday's high day and broke down. Today we tried to break above that. I had taken profit at the top, and then when we retested it and pushed, I had tried another trade, and then when I seen it start breaking down, I kind of hopped out for break even. And then when we reclaimed below, I had taken the trade lower to the where are we at? Hold on, let me show you real quick. The value area high. So when we had the reclaim inside of previous day's high and Thursday's high, I had taken that sell to the value area high, taken profit, went into another account because that's what I've been trading, separate accounts. So, and then when we broke inside of value area high, retested, took that trade down to the pre-market lows, overnight lows, previous day low. So now what I mean by overnight low and pre-market low, the difference is pre-market to me is from 4:30 to 9:30. Well, from 4 to 9:30. Overnight low is obviously going to be, overnight, duh. So that would be Asia session in my book. So and I only do that. You'll only have one side, meaning either the highs or the lows, where you have 2 separate, because there's usually a peak, for both Asia and London. You know what I'm saying? Like today, like last night. So the peak of last night would have been both the Asia high and the and also, so London had taken out the Asia highs and created a high. So anyways, long story short, broke back inside, took the trade. My target was, these are like pivot levels that I put where we have capitulation points. What I mean by capitulation points is where you have either buyers or sellers that kind of defend that area kind of strong. So I pay attention to those areas, and as you can see, when I had taken this as a profit target, but when we had broke under, retested, and had a push, when we broke the low of this candle, again, like I explained, I'll go into another account. All right, what account are we in right now? 55. So I'll go to 56. Okay, so we're up 1,282. So, and that's what I'll do, is I'll sign into another account. We have a trade expectancy of about 163, 75% win rate on the day. We had just a small loss, 215. Then we had a total profit on 6 contracts. It says 6 trades, but that's just contracts. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably more like 2 trades. You know what I mean? 2 or 3 trades at the most, if I had to guess. You know what I mean? So if you can go down here, you can see. So yeah, we'll see. So this was a symbol quantity, buy price, sell price. So see, there you go, right there. That's the 2 losses, and then these are the wins. You know what I mean? So it was a few trades. And I scalp just because this is Apex. If anybody knows Apex, prop firm, they have an intraday trailing drawdown, which trails your profits as well. So I usually I risk anywhere from like 150 to 250. So usually when I'm up about 250, you know, I start trailing very tight, basically right above each candle. So when we're coming down something like this, you know what I mean? This is the 1-minute chart, but I also have my tablet over here with the 15-minute chart, and then I usually run the 5-minute chart over here where my trades are, because the 15 is a little bit too, you know, there's not enough detail for me, but I don't like the 1 minute where I'm actually trading and paying more attention to, because it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just less jumpy. And what I do is I'll use trading view over here in the 1 minute, and I will wait till candles close, look at the highs, like right here when we come up. That's kind of like a little bear flag, you know what I mean? You could grab, like if you did this right here, I can explain. So if you did this, you know, look, boom, you know, kind of like a little bear flag. You know what I mean? So we come here, boom, you know, little bear flag. When we break that, I'll throw the stop here. You know what I mean? We come up, another green candle. Once we flip green back to red, break the low, run the stop here. So that's how I run my stops. You know what I mean? So I run it really tight. So, and I don't care. I'd rather take 3 or 4 trades than to let one run, be in the green, what, 350, 450, 5,000. I don't care what it is. And then for it to just come back and break me even on a prop firm like Apex, you know, with the intraday trailing drawdown, that'll kill you. You're going to blow an account and it's not even in the red. You could be in the green and blow your account just trading like that, so you can't. Long story short, yeah, whatever. Trying to make this as quick as possible. 56. All right, so we're going to go to 57. These accounts were the ones that actually had, I'll show you. These accounts are the ones that actually had, and like I just explained, you can look at every trade here. None of them are more than about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. That 47-minute trade was a profit target I had left on the thing. I had come back to the computer, and I had seen, holy shit, you know, I'm copy trading 2 brand new accounts, and down 1,200. And as you can see, little by little, I can show you right where it happened actually on US 30. We were right here around previous day's low. I mean, underneath the value area low. That was when I had seen that we were kind of screwed, and that I had left a profit target on and was getting screwed. So when I waited until we had break and retested my little pivot level here, I had targeted previous day's low. We broke below, bear flagged out, and I just kept running it, bro. And as you can see, I got it all back and some. Wow. And not only that account, as I said, I was copy trading, so we hit both. We hit wrong account, sorry, 57, 58 right here. So 57 and 58. These accounts were down 1,200 and I got it all back plus some. So, and my wife actually did just tell me to stop fucking around on this account, and you know, I didn't listen, being an idiot. So took a small loss. This was up about 300, so that's my fault. That was just stupid trading with no volume, dumb shit, period, point blank. I can even show you the times like a friggin' idiot. Where's the times? Right here. Look at this. Oh, look at this real quick. From 12 till about right now when I'm doing the trades update. Look at this. I was up 300 and something on the day, 100% win rate. Fucking idiot move. Don't do that shit. Stupid. Anyways, yeah, but that's pretty much it. So, just passed another account. I'll do an update tonight when I get the certification from Apex. I am trying to do my best with the updating and stuff, and I'm also not that great with content, if I'm being honest. I'm still learning, you know what I mean? I am posting on Instagram, I'm posting on Facebook. I did create a YouTube. Most of it's just my name, you know what I'm saying? You guys can find me at Cloutman Joshua. I do have a Facebook page you can follow. It's J Charts. But you also could just follow me at Joshua Cloutman. Don't matter. I post on everything. I try to. You know what I mean? I also have like a little grow channel, living soil, grow organics and shit like that. So yeah. Anyways, this is what I mean. It's supposed to be a little quick update. I know I kind of rambled, but there was a lot going on today. It was a good day, man. We had a good sell-off today, man. I know people get, you know, oh, the market's gonna go to zero. I don't care. I've traded both ways. Don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? My little opening range setup, my little 5-minute opening range, my 1 candle strategy breakouts. I use the volume profile to my advantage to make sure that I know when we're trading either inside the range or outside of the range. You know, it's a good indication of, you know, because when you break outside of the value area on the volume profile, if you break back inside of it, it likes to trade back down to the other side. You know what I'm saying? And then usually if right here, if you have a bunch of confluences like an opening range, high or low, these aren't at the high and low anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's the end of the day, so I like to kind of just pull them to the side like this, whatever. But they were, yeah. But like I said, you know, when you have confluences within inside of a range, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, all right, let's say, like I said, we broke back inside of the value area. I'll trade it to the pre-market low, see if we can break under and retest, hold the stop above the retest, you know, and then we'll go for the overnight low. We take out the overnight low. My next target would be like my pivot point or the previous day low or the value area low. And as I just was explaining, when we break from outside of value area back inside of value area, it likes to trade all the way to the other side of value. And that does happen very often. You know what I'm saying? As you can see on the 15-minute chart, there was no drawdown. Zero drawdown once we traded back inside of value area high to value area low. We had a small retest right here at my pivot point. You know what I mean? And those are pivot points that I put on the chart, by the way. And as you can see, I also had, if you can see, this little trend line joint. And I know trend lines are stupid simple, but I do also use order flow. I use a little bit of bookmap here and there as well. You know, look at the teacup. It had a perfect teacup trade today too. Boom. Popped up. See you later. But yeah, man. Anyways, I know this is a little bit longer of a video, but I also am going to be posting on YouTube, so I am trying to help if anyone's trying to learn. You know, this is for educational purposes. This is not investment advice. You know, I just kind of, you know, I don't know. It's also to document my journey. You know what I mean? I'll never forget where I came from, man. And this has been a lot of hard work. I am still, if we're being technical, not profitable. I've blown many accounts. This is not easy. You will lose money, but if you take it serious, you know, you give it, you know, a year, 18 months, 2 years of your time, and you're smart, you use sales on a prop firm like Apex, something like that, you know what I mean, and you just lose as little money as possible, and you take this seriously, you're not just trying to gamble and, you know, basically think you got it all figured out a month in, and you know how to take advice and do your research and understand exactly what moves the market, and you know, it ain't a fucking algorithm, not it ain't no ICT bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's buy and sell orders, it's buyers and sellers. It's honestly extremely simple. You know what I'm saying? You learn what the volume profile does. You know, if anyone has any questions, they'd like to know more, you know, comment, share, do whatever. It really don't matter to me. Like I said, this is also a lot to do with documenting my journey. You know what I mean? If you have any questions,